Hey everybody, how we doing?
Morning, everybody.
Joe here.
Kevin.
We've had such a blast with the show so far.
Yeah.
It's been
Utterly,
so fun.
utterly knowing that we have no idea where the show is going makes it so much fun.
They should just call the show Twists and Turns.
I know, right?
That sounds cheesy, but truly, each week we go into it and we're like, well, your guess is as good as mine.
Yeah, and they will blow up the show along the way at any point and completely change the direction of the show. This
Yeah.
is not the same show it was 2 episodes ago.
You know what's fun on Patreon? I don't know if you've seen this. You guys are awesome on Patreon, by the way. Thank you so much for joining. But they're talking in some kind of a computer program where we can't see the spoilers, but they can.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
So, like if they like copy and paste it, put it in whatever program, like it decodes whatever message they're putting.
Oh, that's awesome.
I think it's so cool, and
I
I'm
didn't
like,
know that was a thing. But thank you
for
everybody.
not spoiling. Yeah,
Patreon and YouTube, everyone's been great about not spoiling
you guys
anything.
found a way to do it.
Absolutely.
So if you guys want to join that conversation, that's a shameless plug, but join the link down below. We'll promo it later.
Plugs are worthwhile. Never shameless.
That's so true. But it also makes me more anxious to see what's gonna happen because, dude, I have no idea what the heck is going on.
The show is so beautifully done because not only is it really smart in dealing with big existential questions, but they build the tension not throughout the episode, but at the end of the episode for the next episode so well every time, which makes it so impossible to guess where they're going. And there's no way this is the same show when the show is done after 4 seasons as it is now.
Right?
They're definitely telegraphing that for sure.
Like
that's it. Though.
Once we finish the first season, I'm gonna be like, okay, so what happened, and really recount what happened in the season. And
this is definitely a rewatcher. This is definitely a show to go back and re-binge.
And it's it's so accessible. Like it's not like highbrow. I mean, it's just really, really fun and enjoyable. But like, still, it is a rewatcher, so I show that you kind of do have to go back and like look at it again.
And you have these big ideas wrapped up in good tension building, but they still don't skimp on the humor
at all.
It's still hilarious all the way through.
For it being a network show that I feel like the whole family could honestly watch.
It's great.
It's pretty freaking good.
Yeah.
And even the last episode, the addition of Adam Scott, who he just crushes it as the D-bag character.
Right.
Every time.
He's so the opposite of Ben Wyatt, and I love him as Ben Wyatt. It's kind of fun to see him kind of going away from
Step Brothers.
A little, yeah,
he's
absolutely.
Derek again, kind of.
And that is one thing we actually kind of, for all the speculation you have to do on the show.
Yeah.
And almost get everything wrong for sure. That's one we kind of got right? It's not a big one. I'm sure most people watching the show kind of figured.
Sure.
We're going to branch out outside the neighborhood at some point.
I thought we'd see the bad place. Now I think we will.
Oh, I think so for sure.
If we saw the evil train that stops every, was it 15 minutes?
Right. Yeah, it's going to be a thing for sure. But, and the other thing I was thinking about this morning is Adam Scott feels his Trevor. Great name for a demon.
Yeah.
He feels more like in whatever the organizational structure is, Michael's peer, because Michael was able to push back on him on taking Eleanor and stuff.
Yes.
Which means we've mentioned Michael's boss. Michael's mentioned having a boss more than once. So I think we're still at some point going to meet Michael's boss, whoever that's going to be.
I mean, it could be several people. It could be. It could be one god.
It could be. Well, I'm assuming it's going to be a person. I think that's the humor of the show. Trevor is a demon. He's just Adam Scott. I think the fun of this being a bureaucracy is whoever Michael's boss is just going to be a man or a woman.
I don't know if they save it.
A bureaucrat.
It'd be amazing if it's like somebody they used in because Michael Schur, if they used like in The Office or Parks and Rec.
Oh, like John C. McGinley or something. If somebody comes out,
it'd be awesome if they used like Nick Offerman.
I would love that.
Or Amy Poehler would be cool.
Yeah, that's true.
So I like a good throwback. I like it when.
Did Michael Schur do?
He did
Scrubs.
No.
Who am I thinking of? No, I'm thinking of
the guy who did Scrubs.
Lawrence.
Yeah, he did Ted Lasso.
Brian Lawrence, maybe.
No, it's oh my god.
I'm totally blanking out.
Yeah,
sorry, guys.
Yeah, well, let us know.
Yeah, I'm getting that wrong. But yeah, somebody. Because you do have Adam Scott here. You might as well have Rob Lowe come out and be Michael's boss or something.
He's quite angelic.
Of course he is. Rob Lowe would be perfect for almost any role.
Oh yeah.
He's got a game show now that I hear is actually pretty good. I've not watched it.
I haven't seen it either, but I heard he's doing something like that. Yeah.
I don't watch game shows typically, and I wouldn't geek out over a game show host if I was on one. Like Pat Sajak, like, hey, Pat Sajak. But with us watching The West Wing and having loved Parks and Rec, I feel like if I was on a Rob Lowe hosted game show, I'd be like,
yeah, It's crazy that he's in this game show.
I know he's
pulled away,
great. We do want to go ahead and welcome Patrick Anthony and Aaron Dusa to our Patreon group. Welcome, guys. We're so happy you're here with us today.
Yes, we are. And if you guys are watching us on YouTube for the first time, welcome to our channel. If you'd like the like button for us, please leave us a comment down below and hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date on the new content we've coming your way.
Yeah, if you'd like to see a full-length reaction to this and everything else we've watched or watching, please check out the link in the description below to our Patreon page. On every show, including The Good Place over there, we're at least 4 episodes ahead. So if you get done watching this on YouTube and want to keep going, that's the way to do it. You will have to sync and watch along on your own device or streaming service. You're only going to see and hear us for copyright purposes. We are also watching 30 Rock as a Patreon exclusive.
Yes.
I see trees of green.
Oh, good needle drop here.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure it's ironic given the problems we're probably having. Yeah.
The day you died, you were both in Phoenix, Arizona, shopping at the same grocery store.
How is that possible?
Yeah.
A conference on the death penalty, and you stopped by to pick up food for a local homeless shelter.
Well, she's way better.
Yeah.
Real Eleanor was trying to save fake
Real
Eleanor's
Eleanor.
life by pushing you out of the way of the truck.
I guess you really botched that one, eh?
Yeah, whatever. We got our wires crossed. We picked up the wrong dot. Bread. The trash bag is ours. So, trash bag, let's go. I'm still waiting on that smile, gorgeous.
Trevor,
Where's that
Oh.
smile?
how about we negotiate?
Adam Scott has great hair.
He does have great hair.
I'm not even sure how it would work for you to stay here now that we know
Was
there's
the
a
guy
real
in the
Eleanor,
picture the
but
guy
in
who plays Mose?
meantime,
I don't know.
From The Office? It's kind of
Well,
looking.
he's the guy who's the showrunner.
It's probably Michael Schur. Then.
Yeah.
I truly believe that the good place is where you belong.
You know what? I believe it too.
I agree.
You must be the new student, Eleanor Shellstrop. I'm Gloria, the senior class secretary. Why don't I give you a tour?
Peyotes. It's terrible.
Braces.
Don't want to bedazzle our college essays or whatever. I'm here for like 6 months, and I'm gonna fly solo.
Yes, we'll teach you which guys are cute and which teachers are secretly pervs.
Yeah, that's a hard pass as well. I don't want to get chunky highlights.
I don't want to be a part of whatever little group you formed because they're all equally lame.
So she needs help.
If I'm going to save fake Eleanor, I need some help negotiating. I don't even know what to offer.
I hope that bit stays. Fake Eleanor.
The Bad Place crew, they're all terrible bullies, and they outnumber me. Bad Janet?
Oh, please.
Bad
That's
Janet.
awesome.
Where is the nearest cafe?
It's up your mom's butt, you fat dink.
I could use some backup to Javi.
Oh, Michael, of
I love that it's
course.
still
Why
her.
don't you just bring them all here?
It's beautiful. I love Icelandic primitive design.
So this was definitely built for her.
Fake Eleanor, we used this same clown painting to decorate the room you were supposed to live in down there. I swear to Bieber.
I swear to Bieber. I swear to Bieber.
And there was always jazz music playing.
Oh, I
Oh, no.
hate jazz. It's like, we get it. You can blow on a trumpet. Wrap it up, Elton John.
Famously a piano player.
Yeah.
So sorry, let's get some dinner.
Yeah, we'll all go. Yeah, perfect double
Oh,
date.
'cause this
2
might be Cheaty's
losers, a
soulmate
trash
then.
bag and a demon.
It definitely is.
Yeah.
Wow.
Have you been able to tell what his shirt is underneath the jacket?
It's the shirt she made in the last episode. Remember the shirt she made?
That's awesome.
Yo, good Janet.
Hi there.
Give me some jalapeno poppers.
So, what is jalapeno poppers?
Are jalapeno poppers bad?
She's still damaged. Yeah.
That's hilarious. She's almost as stupid as people.
Oh, hey now, come on.
This is gonna make a
good
primo
place.
dump later on.
Well, that looks delicious. What is it?
Bags who split up when I was 8.
That's the big thing right there. Yep.
They put me in an empty fish tank and abandoned me at a train station in Bangladesh. They died when I was 4. Bird flu.
That's awful.
Anyway, orphanage burned down, yada, yada, yada. Learned English from watching Seinfeld. Put my
Yeah, that's why she's saying yada yada yada. Yeah.
And I'm sorry, what is it you said happened to you? The same thing that happens to half of all kids in America?
And these horn dogs are vibing like mofos. Am I right, Fake Eleanor?
Please stop calling me that.
I love him so much.
Yeah. I take it back. This is the best role I've ever seen him in.
Yeah, it's really good.
It doesn't matter if you know things. All that matters is what's in your heart.
Thanks, Jianyu. What are jalapeno poppers?
Oh, I know this one. Okay, they're deep fried jalapenos filled with cheese. I ate 50 of them in 2 minutes. everyone at the hospital was so impressed.
See, he's nice.
He is nice.
He's just a child.
You're the only person here that's nice to me.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Poor Jason.
Well, I never even considered that, but he's kind of right.
Yeah.
What about throwing a rager and totally trashing this place?
Ooh, yeah, I've been to that.
We could totally go to town.
Hey!
Who let the dogs out?
Oh, I hate this song.
It makes you think of a 2000s kids movie every time.
Pound Town, bro. You two bang it out. She offered teach. Did you pork the dork? Come on, girl. Dish me them dirty deets.
Hey, I'd love to see the rest of the neighborhood.
Yes, it's
Really feel bad for Eleanor right
there's
now.
an amazing library. There's a beautiful piranha-free lake.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't need to walk around and nerd out about old books.
He's jealous.
regressing,
Yeah,
yeah.
she's jealous.
They made a second Spider-Man? What is
And it's
there left
awesome.
to say?
Yeah.
Well, I'll get tickets for the 8 of us, and you can just pay me back in cash.
So you can get all the points on your credit card?
Where did she end up? Got it with points, baby!
I think like Eleanor's seat way better though.
Oh, yeah.
Very top.
Okay, I'm moving.
Didn't really say that one.
I don't know. I don't know.
Look, I know you've been trying to become a better person. I mean, you didn't want to get caught. I get it. You'll also be happier because you won't have to keep trying to fit in somewhere you just don't belong.
If he's trying to level with her right now.
I will obviously clean all of this up.
I don't care about the house, Michael. I'm just upset that you let them walk all over you.
I just have to be more accommodating.
Oh my God.
I'm going to tell you the same thing that I told Mark Zuckerberg right before he ousted Eduardo Saverin, and the time has come to hit unfriend. I also told Mark to lose the.
It's cleaner. It's cleaner, yeah. Thought it was Justin Timberlake.
So, Michael said we're meeting at Tahani's place in an hour for a negotiation session. Just because we have a new guest in the house doesn't mean I'm not still going to be there for you.
Oh.
Yeah.
See, she's the best.
You guys don't have any lame mandatory office hangouts, right?
Hell no. Most days,
Oh my
you'll
God.
be able to avoid even talking to another person here.
Perfect. Happy to be a part of the not team.
See, fake Eleanor and I, we broed down pretty hard last night. We hooked up.
No, we didn't.
Oh my God.
She knows that she doesn't belong here, and she's giving up. Let's go, Dan. If you don't come with us,
God.
we're gonna have to turn this matter over to Sean.
Oh no.
Sean?
He's the wise, eternal judge who sits on high. He has the final say on all disputes between our two realms.
I don't want Sean involved either, so how about you blow us away with an offer so we can end this?
Get the fork out of my neighborhood.
Yeah.
So we're gonna meet Sean.
I want to see who Sean is.
Yeah.
Okay. This what? Popcorn?
Was that what that was?
That's like chips, maybe?
Gianni. You got sloppy. I thought I would come in here and investigate your little meditation den. And what I found was this, that you're not a Buddhist monk. So let's chat. Shall
Oh
we?
gosh.
Okay.
It's another big revelation after another.
This is
Yeah.
interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So not only are we gonna have Sean in the mix here, which is
I can't wait to meet Sean. I have no idea. Sean could. Here's the thing. Sean could be a man's or a woman's name too. Sean might not even be a man. Sean could be
it
anybody.
could be Sean Combs, could be Sean Young. You know?
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
If it's Sean Young, it'd be amazing.
I'm still going to stand by my prediction before and say it's going to be a bureaucrat.
Yeah.
You know, and Sean sounds like a bureaucrat, not like a demon showing up. It's going to be a person. And this is, I mean, they're handling it like it's a bureaucrat dispute, you know, like it's a legal dispute.
I love it.
Oh, yeah.
It's so dumb. I love it.
And my God, the humor in this episode was off the chart. Adam Scott was so funny in this episode.
Man, him clipping his toenails at the table, everything
boomerang.
out of his mouth. It's like,
Yeah.
my word. I can't believe like that was written in. Like he was like, yeah, I'll do that.
Oh, yeah. He's definitely chewing this
Well,
roll. I'm loving
we've
it.
seen Step Brothers. I mean, like
Right.
it's pretty believable.
Yeah.
Yeah, honey, Dane Cook pay per view, 30 minutes. Let's go. But no, so the Bad Place. I feel like those characters will definitely be recurring to say the least because now we
I
have to
think
deal
so
with
too,
the whole
right.
Jason situation.
Yeah.
And there's
Jason.
a real Buddhist monk. being tortured, assuming in the bad place. So
right.
Let's see how that plays out. Are they going to roll back on the train and be like, "Hey, you guys messed up again?" Or
yeah, I don't know how that one's going to shake out because it sounds like it was such a strange coincidence with the Eleanors getting mixed up. Like, how did the Jasons get mixed up? Unless it's the same kind of situation where
I don't know,
dying in the same area so close to each other, which doesn't make any sense. Because I mean, there could be Jianyu the Buddhist monk in Jacksonville, Florida.
Need Jason?
I don't.
You know what I mean? Like,
right.
I don't know, because like this coincidence, you can kind of like it's a one heck of a coincidence, but it's like they have the same exact name, died in the same exact place.
Right.
That's how that mix-up happened. What's up with the other situation? You know what I mean?
Sure.
So yeah, I like they don't tell you everything in every episode, and it is a revelation at the end of every single episode. It's a new spoiler.
And you make a really good point. Like, I get mixing the names up, but Jason and Jianyu are not the same name.
No,
you
not
know.
at all.
So how did that one happen?
Yeah,
I'm sure we're gonna get it, and I'm sure there's a reasonable explanation for it. But yeah, there's so much that they're kind of peeling back layers on, but there's so much more to go.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But yeah, I mean, they've given us a little bit of a path here, which is something they don't normally do, in that we're definitely heading towards a dispute that's going to be resolved by somebody named Sean. But that's really all we know, right? We set up the show early on where it's like Chidi teaches Eleanor to be a good person.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the conceit of the show. Eleanor wants to be a good person to stay. But we've already blown that up. Right?
Yeah,
because the masquerade's over and it's out the window.
Yeah.
So now we move on to something else, and we don't know exactly what, other than the Good Place people that care about Eleanor are going to have to convince Sean probably that she deserves to stay in the Good Place. Would be my guess. And even that could be wrong. This show can twist and turn in any direction.
Yeah, it's like at this point, it's. I mean, obviously we have to make predictions, and it's fun.
Oh, yeah, of course.
You know, but it's like
everyone who watched the show was like, "Where's this going?
I don't know what's going to happen."
Right.
I think in the next episode, the train rolls back in. Or it's either that, or we're going to have another episode where they're like figuring stuff out. I think it's probably going to be more Jason. Centered.
Well, there's 13 episodes in the season. I think this was 9. So I think by the time we get to the end of the season, this conflict will be resolved, but we'll probably set up 3 others. You know what I mean?
I mean,
I would be really.
They could even set up like a war or something.
Exactly.
Place in the bad place.
I would be, based on how these episodes go, I would be stunned if we weren't on a massive cliffhanger at the end of season 1.
Thank God we have.
Because we have cliffhangers at the end of every episode.
Yeah, so thank God we have this at our disposal like right away.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want to wait.
Yeah,
to see the next episode.
Can you imagine when it was on network television? Like you get that big cliffhanger at the end of season 1, and you're like, "Well, now I've only got 6 months to wait,
I gotta
or the whole summer." Yeah, to wait
until next year.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I obviously have no idea of what it could remotely be. It could be Eleanor goes off to the bad place. You know what I mean? And that kind of ends season 1, and we start season 2 trying to figure out how to reverse that. No idea. But or Jason.
Why do I think that Janet is going to be involved? I don't know why, but I feel like because she hasn't have her, I don't want to say powers, but she doesn't have her systems operating correctly. That like it's gonna when it comes back, it's going to be like
very
mic
important.
Drop, mic
right?
Drop moment,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
First off, Darcy Carden, that's her name. I hope she won at least one Emmy for this show. Because she has to play so many different versions of a person
in everything.
She should be. I think she's probably working. I know, like I said, the only thing I know her from besides this is Barry, and that was such a small role.
She was so good in that too, though.
Yeah, absolutely. But I think she should be a star.
Truly, because she really does steal the episode, every single episode. I mean, like I still laugh about her dying.
She was, she maybe had 10 lines in this episode, but she was great. When she was blonde bad Janet.
Yeah,
I called it. Finished up with Dink, and then with rolling her tongue in her mouth. Dink. Yeah.
Also, what's up with the Richard Nixon thing? Is that a real?
I wouldn't be surprised. The joke of it, as we all know, is Nixon was a monster, and for some reason recorded everything in the Oval Office.
Let us know, guys, if that's accurate or it's just...
If those were real. Like, I know he was. I mean, we all know he was a bigot. I mean, everyone knows Nixon was a bigot.
Sure.
But the actual, the Jewish second, American first.
Yeah.
Kind of curious if that was an actual tape.
If they just wrote that. Like
it's perfect. It's spot on.
Perfect.
Yeah,
it's perfect.
It's definitely on brand.
I know. I would imagine reading that script being like, "Good God, man!"
Yeah, right? Your Nixon impersonator's like, "I think I say this."
Like, yikes!
But I because it was subtle enough, but clearly anti-Semitic. I'm guessing that it was probably a real take of Nixon.
Is it bad that made me want to watch Frost Nixon again?
No, that's not bad at all.
Great movie.
I know when he was still alive, when I was a little kid, living in the Midwest, I knew people who still thought Nixon should run again. Yeah, it's like, I know people who think Nixon should run again. He has another term.
Oh my God.
Richard Nixon? We're talking about the same guy.
Were you asleep during the Watergate?
Right. Like, when I was 8, I knew that was a bad idea.
So stealing is good.
Yeah, right. Yeah, very excited for the next episode. It is kind of nice we get to end the season and jump right into the next one. This show is definitely built to binge, though. Like, this would have been a great show to just have on streaming.
Yeah.
This would have been kind of like Stranger Things, in that you'd put a season up on Netflix and everyone would watch the season in like 2 days.
Exactly. I think that the show has the benefit of being week to week, and that's why I like watching it that way. Because it does drag out anticipation.
Oh, absolutely.
Otherwise, they just consume it all in one day.
Right.
Which it's probably still a great show if you do it that way.
I'm gonna do it on rewatch.
Exactly.
I'm gonna binge it on rewatch for sure.
But I like that it is week to week, and it makes it fun for us because we get to really experience how it was whenever it was on air.
Well, and exactly, and I like kind of trying to puzzle out what's going to happen next, and being obviously wrong most of the time.
Every episode we're just wrong,
right? But I think we did get a few things right, and I think we've definitely set up. We're going to see the bad place for sure.
I agree.
Not that was a big one. I'm sure most of you watching probably figured that out
You're
at
like,
this point of the show. Good one, Einsteins. Wrong on this one little thing.
Yeah.
Let us have that. All right, we'll catch you in the next one, guys.